All right, I'm back. It's been a while. I apologize to my viewers for not uploading any videos in the past few weeks, or for that matter, I apologize to people on YouTube that I'm friends with through YouTube that I haven't even made any comments on those videos, and I truly apologize. I just been out of the circuit for a little while, and some of you may have known that I went into the medical marijuana business. In the state of PA, you are allowed to buy marijuana, but it is through a medical facility. Anyway, it wasn't what I hoped it would be or anticipated it to be. Quite honestly, there's a lot of people out there that can be real assholes, and I don't understand how you're going to be an asshole when you're going into a medical facility to buy medical grade marijuana. I mean, you should be happy as shit. A lot of these people were coming in amped up, and I didn't look at it like it was a customer service job. I'm not the person that's built for customer service. If people get in my face, I can't maintain a composure. My reaction is to react, and not in a pleasant way if somebody gets in my face. I can't diffuse things like that when somebody is coming into my place of business and giving me a rash of shit. And it was just not a pleasant experience, and I was not in a good place to be doing videos. Plus my schedule was all over the place. I really had no me time. I was dedicated to the fucking company. It's just not my cup of tea. I tried it out and it just wasn't for me. So enough with the babbling. I just wanted to apologize to all you guys, the YouTube friends that I have. I apologize for not being on or supporting your channels. All you guys know who you are, and I do apologize. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But anyway, I got a job interview today, and hopefully this will be more along the lines of what I'm looking for, and everything will fall into place. So anyway, I'm back. I can honestly say it feels weird not doing videos, because I feel a connection through the YouTube, especially with people that I've met and come to know. I did see this morning that one of the videos that a friend of mine from CRA Diecast, Chris Arthur, had mentioned that he was thinking about giving it up, and then I saw a video the following day that he was still on and he had a change of heart, and I'm glad he did, because that would have really sucked coming back on to know that Chris is gone and not doing the videos anymore. That would have bummed me out. And anyway, so what I have here is, I love this song, The Rover. So anyway, this is a 1970 Chevelle that was artistically modified by Hewitt's Hot Wheels. This guy does amazing work, bar none. And I can't tell you that because you already see it. But I like to push his name out there because the guy is such a genuine guy, and I appreciate his fine attention to detail and his masterwork. And this is just a fine example of what this guy is capable of doing, and it's a one-off. He custom made it for me because I'm a hardcore Chevelle guy, as you can see by my wall here. Everything that's right up front around my video table is all Chevelles. And this isn't all of them. I still have Chevelles in boxes. And I have a couple 124 scale Chevelles and a couple 118 scale Chevelles as well. Yeah, quite a few Chevelles. I like them just a little bit. Just like I like Led Zeppelin just a little bit. So yeah, these are all my Chevelles on the wall. There's some there on the table. That was customized by my good friend, Diecast Clown. He did a friggin' awesome job on it. And these two here were gifted to me by my buddy Mike Dyson, Mike Guyver, the Wheelie Man. That's from CRA Diecast. A good buddy, my brother from down under. And over here, the red one is another one from my brother from down under, CRA Diecast. And this is another one that was gifted to me by Mike, the Wheelie Man Dyson. He gifted a couple of them to me, and I had to share with Ireland because she loved the yellow and black one. So what I have here are some things that my older daughter Amber has gifted to me. Plus one thing that I had picked up. So I'm going to remove this sweet custom Chevelle from Hewitt's Hot Wheels. If you're not familiar with him, I recommend going to his channel and checking out his content. If you're in the market for a custom, I would definitely recommend going to Hewitt's Hot Wheels and see what he's all about. Again, he's a great guy in the diecast community. So many people in this community are awesome. It's a great community to be a part of. I've met quite a few people on here that I developed a kinship with, and I really enjoy that quite a bit. So I understand where Chris was coming from by saying that he would miss it. I can tell you, I missed this immensely, and it was only a couple weeks. So what I have here, I don't collect a lot of them, but it's funny because I had mentioned to my older daughter Amber that I like the Greenlight Norman Rockwell series, but not all of them, because some of them I don't understand. Like the 71 Corvette, I'm not sure how that played into a Norman Rockwell painting. I'm an artist, an amateur artist. Amateur meaning I don't have funding or backing to be a major artist. I do art for me, and occasionally I'll do something for somebody. But anyway, Norman Rockwell happens to be one of my favorite artists, and I love what Greenlight did with some of their vehicles, not all of them, because like I said, I didn't understand the connection with the car and the artwork, which is kind of important to me. So what I have here is Bob's Tree Farm, and I was kind of hoping that maybe I would have gotten this over Christmas, but they weren't available at the time, and this was kind enough for my daughter to even give this to me. So this is a 55 sedan delivery. another awesome song, In My Time of Dying. So how cool is this? And it's not just the cart itself. I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit here so I can show the artwork on the cart. That is really cool, and that fits well with the actual car. It just, that works. But like I said, the 71 Corvette that they have, it just doesn't make sense to me, because Norman Rockwell, from what I remember, I'm gonna have to go back in my books and look, but I don't recall him doing a Corvette. It just wasn't something he would normally do. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I missed it, but I am a fan of Norman Rockwell. But that's part of the series. This is series 1, and it's all Christmas related, and here are the other artworks that are on other cards. And the one up top in the middle is obviously the one I have. It was gifted to me by my older daughter, Amber. So that's a sweet looking car. I really like that. The tree is not glued in, it's removable, and the back gate does open up, but it's silly to open it, because then I'm going to take the tree off. It just looks better on display with the tree on it. I mean, you don't really need to see what's open or what's not open. A video I did a couple weeks ago, and it was a really, really long one. It was almost an hour long. And I had mentioned about how much I enjoy Greenlight, because they offer so many different varieties, and they're not afraid to get in there and dip into Hollywood culture, Jeep culture, muscle car, and it just, they branch out in so many directions, and they hit it on all 8 cylinders, and they hit the ground running. Granted, they do have some quality control issues that it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. And you would like for companies to really pay more attention, or have people that really know what they're looking for and get a hold of that QC issue and give the people quality, because that's what we want. I mean, we're paying for these things. We expect what we're paying for. M2 is a big one on that, and I know I'm not saying anything that you collectors don't already know. M2 is just very horrible that way. They make a great product when they build them right, but chances are when you shake the box, you're going to hear something rattling around in there, or if it's not rattling, if you happen to look inside, there might be a door that just flaps open and close, and it just, those are things that are really a bummer. But if you're able to go to the store, a store that sells M2s, at least you have that ability to shake them and make sure there isn't anything loose in there. You get a better understanding of what you're getting, as opposed to ordering online when it's a 50-50 gamble. Actually, I would say it's more of a 70-30 gamble, and that being in favor of a quality control issue from M2. But anyway, my point is with the Greenlight, here you see a Bob's Tree Farm, and they pull in Norman Rockwell's artwork, and it's such a unique thing to do. And then they go into Hollywood, and you have, for a prime example, I have over here on the wall, you can't see, I have John Wick's 70 SS 396. They have Scottsdale, Arizona, auction cars. They have the Blackout series or the Black Bandit series. they really branch out. And what's so great about Greenlight is they appeal to all diecast collectors. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but from what I understand, based on YouTube channels that I watch and in my own personal experience and what I've seen, Greenlight appeals across the board. It's for beginners, it's for people that are intermediate, and it's for hardcore collectors as well. It's just a very die-cast friendly experience for the collector, the die-cast collector, and that's the only way I can put it. They're just a phenomenal brand. They really branch out and go in a bunch of directions, so you're getting the full experience. They don't pigeonhole themselves. So anyway, that is Bob's Tree Farm. I love that color. It's got jeweled headlamps on it. Look at that grille, the bumper. I mean, it's just a beautiful looking car. The wheels on it, the white walls. I'm actually finding something that wasn't piss poor done with the white walls, because that's something that Johnny Lightning and Greenlight have in common. They just have a problem with getting the white walls to look perfect. Instead, they kind of come in crooked, and it makes the tire look misshapen because the line wasn't painted perfectly. And when you're doing white walls on tires, you gotta be perfect. It's just, that's the way it is, because if you're not, it throws the whole image off of the tire, and it makes it look like the tire's cattywampus. Alright, so there is the 55 Nomad, Bob's Tree Farm. Gifted by my daughter, Amber. My daughter knows I am. Anybody that knows me or seen videos know that I have a Jeep, and I am a hardcore Jeep fanatic. I collect die-cast Jeeps, obviously. That's just what I do. Yeah. We all collect things that we like. It just so happens that I have a Jeep, and die-cast companies like making Jeeps. So it's a win-win here for me. So what I have up is a Hot Pursuit Gladiator, and it's Jeep Law from Auburn Hills, Michigan. I believe that Rat Black is a Michiganite. Whatever you pronounce, a Michigan, and he lives in Michigan, from what I understand. Maybe I shouldn't be pointing that out to people. If I spoke out of terms, I humbly apologize. So I typically don't go hardcore on the Hot Pursuits. Not to say that I don't like the police cars, because I do collect some of them. I just don't go head first and grab everything I can. I'm very selective about this. Unlike if it was a Chevelle, I wouldn't even think twice about it. Be like, yeah, I just want to make sure it's a good quality die-cast, but it's in my collection. So what we have here is a 2020 Gladiator, and this one comes with a tonneau cover. It's a hard top, and it does have the Freedom panels, and I'm sure that the back part of the hard top here, I believe on the real Gladiator, that is able to be removed as well to give you that full convertible experience. I know the doors come off. And this is, like I said, it's a 2020. The bumper's a dead giveaway on the year because they started in mid-2018 with the JL model. My model, my real Jeep, is a JKU. The U standing for unlimited, meaning it's a 4-door. And the JKL, I'm not quite sure how that figures in because the JKL has to have that letter configuration on the 2-door as well, because they don't have, you can't just call it a JK, it has to be a JKL because it's different than the JK and the JKU. Why am I even babbling about this? Because people that don't have Jeeps are going to be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? That's going to be the next one. I'm just repeating what they're doing on physical graffiti. Houses of the Holy. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave this one up here. Again, this is Jeep Law. I don't know if that's a real thing or not, but I mean, they're printing it on the card as if to say it is a legitimate thing. So I'm just gonna roll with it and say, yeah, okay, it's Jeep Law. I mean, it's not like a literal police station or specific to a certain city, other than saying it's Auburn Hills, but it doesn't say Auburn Hills on the Jeep. It just says Jeep Law. I got to do a little research on that one because I'm really curious about it. And up next I have a 2021 and this is the 80th anniversary. Oop. There's really not too much difference at all between the two. Most of them might be minor, insignificant. It could be a trim that maybe make it a little different, or it could be something in the interior, but it's going to be minor differences between the 20 and the 21. You're really not going to notice much. Kind of like with the JKUs from 2008, I think it was when the JKU started, until 2018. They were virtually the same throughout that entire run of the JKU. These are really cool looking. Again, it's green light, and they are not afraid to really branch out and get their hands into everything, and they do a really nice job in the process. I showed a couple weeks ago the Greenlight Bronco outdoor set that came with a pop-up tent. I mean, just think about all these things that Greenlight is doing. It's amazing to me, and they did a really nice job. I got a lot of comments on that Bronco. So those are the Gladiators, and I am proud to say that they are from my older daughter, Amber. So what I have up next, this makes me think of CRA diecast in a big way, and so I'm going to dedicate this particular vehicle and showing to CRA diecast. I know he'll appreciate this. And this makes me think of a couple movies. And I'm kind of hoping that Greenlight will eventually do one, and I'll explain in a second. What I have here is the 65 Lincoln Continental that was from, I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see the card art. I like to collect the Mecum auctions by Greenlight. I really enjoy this. It's really cool because they will display a car, or they will do a die cast of a car that was actually on the auction block. And I think that's really cool that they do that. And they build it up to be just like what you saw on the auction. So this is, I'm dedicating this to Chris Arthur, CRA Diecast. He has a Lincoln, I think it's a Mark IV or a Mark V. He calls it the, if I remember correctly, he calls it the Great White Whale. But I know he has a fascination with the Lincolns. And like I said, when my daughter gave this to me, I was like, this makes me think of my brother for Down Under. So here we are. And what a beautiful casting it is. And this unique little marker on the Continental, well, for any Mecum auction from Greenlight, if you look on the top left corner of the windshield of any Greenlight Mecum auction, you'll see a sold sticker on the top, a little yellow circle, and it says sold on it. That little detail is a huge thing. For me it is anyway, because I appreciate the little details that people put in. That is really cool, because that's what you would see on Mecum auction. I love the red interior. It's got the suicide doors. It's just, wow. So what I was thinking that would be really cool if Greenlight did, if any of you remember the movie Animal House, and Brother Bluto's brother lent him his Lincoln Continental. And if anybody remembers the movie, they remember what D-Day did to the Continental and built it for the parade. They called it it was like a spin-off of the Batmobile. I think it was like the Deathmobile, but it's such a cool looking car. If Greenlight were to do a Hollywood mock-up for that movie, I think people would go absolutely bonkers to get that. I mean, why not? They did the Blues Brothers. I mean, how many other Hollywood things they did? If they would do the Deathmobile from Animal House, that would be a huge thing. In my mind, it would anyway. If any of you know what I'm talking about, you know you love the movie. It's funny as hell, and that car was awesome. So anyway, here is the 65 Lincoln Continental suicide doors. What an awesome looking car. Just, the lines on it are just so straight, and it just, man, it just, you can feel how smooth that thing rides down the highway just looking at it. I love that interior too. This car is just beautiful. Like that black. Alright, moving right along. I'm going to do another video of this because of what it is. This isn't the appropriate music for it. Instead, I would need to have the Godfather music, because this is the 55 Cadillac Fleetwood Series 60. I also have Elvis's pink Cadillac 55, and it's also a Fleetwood Series 60. So it looks just like this one, only it's pink, and it has a box you can put it in and a little Elvis figure. I also have Elvis's Jeep. See, Greenlight, I'm telling you, they really branch out. They really do. But again, I'm going to do another video for this one just alone. No talking or anything. It's just going to be the Godfather music and maybe some gunfire or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll squirt some ketchup on the lens, make it look like blood. I don't know. I'm just babbling. But this is a really cool looking car as well. Again, look at that bumper, that grille. It's beautiful. Could you imagine the Mafia, the Godfather, all getting into this car and getting ready to drive somewhere and do a hit, and this song's playing in the background? Not the right song for committing mass murder, or just to hit on one person, whatever. But hey, that's the Mafia life. How you doing? Again, I can't say enough about Greenlight and what they do. It's got the New York plates on it. Look at the Cadillac logo on the back trunk. The back trunk. There's only one trunk, and it's in the back, so I should just said trunk. And the hood ornament here. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. The emblem. I mean, I could just see him sitting in the back there. You come to me on this, the day of my daughter's wedding, and ask me for a favor. This, the day of my daughter's wedding. Anyway, that's the 55 Cadillac from the Godfather. The fucking Godfather. So how cool looking is that car? I mean, look at it. This thing is friggin' heavy too. It's just a well-built diecast. I love it. Again, these are all things that were given to me by my older daughter Amber. And what I have next and last, I did manage to get a Johnny Lightning. There'll be some more in the future videos. But what I have here is a 77 Trans Am in white. I do have an eBay account, and so I do have 2 cases, but they are not for me. They are for sale, and I will break the cases out, and I'll just show them in their cards because I'm selling them, so I'm not going to crack them open. But I'll show what Johnny Lightning has between case A and case B. I did pick a few cars from each one, both the 65 Chevelle wagons, this Trans Am. That was pretty much it. There may be a couple more. I think, honestly, to be honest, I believe nah, never mind. So anyway, here's a 77 Trans Am in white, and this is from Johnny Lightning. This is release number 3, and this is version B, and it's cameo white. During 1977, there was 155,000 Trans Ams or Firebirds in one form or another were sold in 77. 155,000. Wow. And this is also the white version of the Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. I remember when I was a kid, I think I might have been like 8 when that movie came out. I just remember I had a Hot Wheel that had the T-tops, no glass or anything like that, but it was black. And I was like, this is my Smokey and the Bandit. And I loved that car. I had one and I wore that thing out. The paint was all worn off on it, and actually one of the wheels was broken on it. And fortunately, they were still pumping them out at the time, so I was able to get another one. And I gotta say, without a doubt, that was one of my most favorite Hot Wheels when I was a kid. And I have not been able to spot one in recent years, other than the Hot Wheel that just recently came out, the Bluebird. That one's really cool looking, but I have not seen it around me at all. But enough about the Hot Wheel. This is the Johnny Lightning. Oops. This is something about a white muscle car. It kind of stands out. It stands alone. It's got like a I'm the good guy, but I'm a badass kind of look to it. And that fire chicken on the hood, it is beautifully done. I mean, even if it's just a decal, whatever, they did a nice job with it. Even right down to the 5.7 liter on the hood scoop. Just wow. You know, Johnny Lightning has their moments of quality control issues as well, but Johnny Lightning, they put out a very decent car as well. Alright, so that is what I have on tap for Friday. And again, I apologize to my viewers for not having any content being put out lately. And I apologize to my YouTube compadres that I interact with, and all you guys know who you are. I apologize for not being on and supporting your channels. So just know that I do care, and I think about you guys. I just enjoy this. It's a nice little outlet to escape from reality for a little bit and just enjoy the collection and seeing what everybody else has to offer, or what they have in their collection, or what I have in my collection. I like to share it and show it, just like everybody else does. We have an admiration for diecast. We enjoy looking at it. You know, as soon as you go to a store, after you're done peg hunting and you come home with your booty call, what do? You either leave them in the blister pack, hang them up on the wall, and just look at them. Or you put them in a box and you pull them out of a box every once in a while and you look at them. Or you crack that open and you really hold it and look at it and you just admire it for what it is. That's what we do in the diecast community. We enjoy the finer detailed diecast that represent an era of the automobile industry that no longer exists in the muscle car era. I mean, I know they are pumping out cars that are current, but I think you understand where I'm coming from. But I'm Rick. I apologize for not being on for a little while. I will be doing more videos. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you guys soon on another video. Again, I'm Rick. You've been watching a whole lot of Zepp Diecast channel. You guys stay safe, be healthy, take care of one another, and I will catch you soon.